Okay, next step, we want to give the possibility of the user to actually change his plan. It's going to be really crappy if the user cannot upgrade from monthly plan to the yearly plan, or downgrade if he's no more interested. Okay, so that's what we're going to be taking care of in this lesson, and as usual, Laravel Cache makes this a real breeze. Okay, so for this lesson, I behind the scenes prepared this form, and this form is simply a submit, which is a select right here, and we can either select the monthly or the yearly plan, and we just click on change plan, and then we are going to send it to our controller. So for now, it doesn't do anything. We're going to empower it to actually communicate with a controller. Okay, so we can look at the user's current plan. Let me take you right into the code in my profile.blade.php. Inside one of the tab panes, I have a form. For now, it doesn't submit to anywhere. It actually has a CSRF field for CSRF protection, and then right here we need to echo out the user's plan. Okay, so first of all, since I'm going to be echoing out the user's plan, something I need to take care of is I want to auto load the user subscriptions. Okay, so right here I'm going to set up a protected with property, and this is going to auto load the subscriptions relationship. Okay, I'll save that, and in my profile I can do stuff like this. I think I can just echo out the authenticated user, and I'll get subscriptions, and I'll get the first, and I'll get the name of that subscription. Now, you need to understand something. Laravel Cache provides the possibility for users to have multiple subscriptions, because you can have an application where a user can be subscribed to maybe videos and subscribe to maybe music, you understand? So you can have multiple subscriptions for a user. So in this case, we are building our app around the fact that the user can have just one subscription at a time. That's why we keep saying first, such that we know, or we make sure that the user can subscribe to just one subscription, and we always get the first right here. Okay, so in this case, we get the first subscription, and we get the name of that subscription, and we display to the user. Okay, then right here we need to submit this to somewhere. So I'm gonna just set up a route, and I'm going to call this subscriptions the change. Okay, which is gonna be a post, and when we click on this, it's gonna submit the form value. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to my web.php, and I'm gonna create this route. So I'm gonna change this to a post, and it's gonna go to subscription change, then subscriptions controller at change method, and I'll give this a name, which is gonna be exactly what I called it in my profile.blade.php. So I'm gonna copy this right here, save it, and I'll paste it right here. Okay, so that's our route. We need to create this change method in our subscriptions controller. So that's what I'm gonna do. Function change, and it's gonna be a post, right? So first of all, the first thing we want to check to make sure that we are not actually bothering our controller is if the request param that was passed in here is actually a different one. Okay, so first of all, we have the auth user. So let's just say user equals auth user. And let's just say user plan equals user. We'll get his subscriptions, we'll get the first one, and we'll get the plan name. Okay, then what we want to do here is check if request plan, which is the new plan that the user wants to change to, right here, the name of this is our select plan, and we want to check if the request plan is equal to the user plan. Okay, so the current plan of the user is equal to the request plan. Then we'll just return the user back. Okay, we don't want him to change anything if it's the same. Okay, so the next step, we need to call our subscription change process. This method requires us to get a subscription, and then it also requires us to call a swap method, and we're going to explain what this means. So first of all, what I want to do is actually swipe out this implementation with Stripe plan. Okay, even though the name of our plan is the same as the Stripe plan, I want us to use a Stripe plan so that we actually know this is exactly what we have on our Stripe dashboard. So if the plan that the user is on is the same as the plan that we are getting from our view, then we're going to redirect the user back. Okay, then this subscription right here, it takes in the name of the plan. So we'll pass in user plan, and then we're gonna swap it for the new plan that we are getting from the request. So if the user is trying to upgrade from monthly to yearly, Laravel is going to pass this plan to our Laravel cashier, and automatically Laravel cashier would calculate what is due the user or how much the user needs to be charged for that upgrade to succeed, and it's going to automatically do that. Okay, so user subscription, pass in the current user plan, in this case maybe monthly or yearly, and then it's going to swap it out for the plan that was passed in the request. Make sense? So after this operation, let's just return and redirect back. Okay, for now. Okay, so we get the plan, and then we swap out the current plan right here with the new plan that we have from our front end. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out in our browser to see what we get. So right here, we'll just select the yearly plan because it says this user is on the monthly plan, and we click on change plan. And it's taking a little bit of time because it's communicating with our Stripe server to change the plan. And now we have a response. So it refreshes and goes back to this page. Okay, so it says your current plan is still monthly. So let's go ahead to Tinker, get this user and actually see what is going on. I'm going to show you right here. And I'm just going to get all my users. And I'm going to look for the particular user we're working with right now. So the user, here's his name. So what is happening is, if you look at the first subscription for this user, first of all, the name is monthly. That's why we are seeing monthly right here. But the Stripe plan is yearly. So this Stripe plan is the name of the plan that the user is subscribed to on our Stripe dashboard. So this is the plan that Stripe knows. And this is simply a name that we gave to identify the user's plan on our own database. Okay. So something about Laravel Cashier is if we swap out the plan, it's going to change the Stripe plan name right here, but the name of the plan itself does not change. Okay. So it's a choice if we want to manually upgrade the name of the plan right here, or what we could actually do is change the way we are displaying this to the user. So we can actually display the Stripe plan right here, which actually makes the name kind of useless. But if you want to automatically update the name of the plan when the user swaps it out, then you can do that in your controller. Okay, so if I come back and refresh and we check out the plan, we see that the Stripe plan is yearly. Okay, and then we can switch back to the monthly. And if I click on change plan, you say it's taking some time because it's communicating with the Stripe servers. And then it comes back with a response. If we check that out, it's switched to yearly. Okay, so just with that simple method, Laravel Cashier helps us to actually switch the plan of the user whenever the user requests. And for one more thing, let's just put a little bit of security for our servers right here by saying validate the request that is coming in, and would say the plan is required. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. See you in the very next one.